Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Ramblings of an Insomniac. I am Courtney. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I totally forgot that I used to have an intro and an outro. That's how just my brain is just not, I don't know. I know I was supposed to be working on it, but like I've said before, in the good old days, in my earlier podcasts, I had an intro and an outro. It was pretty snazzy, which is all the more reason why you guys should listen. For those of you who have not yet, you should listen to my very first, podcast, or like my earlier ones, because along the way, somehow my intro and outro stopped working, and I don't know why. It's very frustrating. But I forgot about that. I was listening to one of my earlier ones, and I was like, oh yeah. So I need to work on that. But part of me is like, well, I'll work on that when I have at least 100 downloads a day. Again, I very, very much appreciate everybody that is listening. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate everybody. But part of me is like, well, I don't want to try to mess with the intro and outro unless I have more listeners. And then part of me is like, well, maybe I'd have more listeners if I had the intro and outro. Also, if I just had a better podcast, right? If I didn't literally ramble and have bipolar modes where, I'm freaking out and I'm sad, I'm happy and all of that. But that's people, right? Humans are sad 1 minute, happy 1 minute, I guess not. I don't know if you watch the show Ghosts. I don't know if you guys do. I think the UK came out with it first or something, and then we did a version of it. But there's a character named Pete, Arrow guy, and he's just happy all the time. And one of the other characters ends up getting kind of annoyed with them because he's always happy. And I did that to a friend of mine once. I was just like, my gosh, you are always, always in a good mood. And you never turn it off. I'm like, come on, you're not a robot. You're not a Stepford wife. What's going on? Sometimes people are unhappy. And she's just one of those glass half full kind of people. And even if secretly on the inside she's like, grr, she still tries to control what she can and try to find the solutions and focus on the good and all of that. And it's pretty nice. It is pretty, I'm proud of her. But I used to be kind of rude and be like, dang, be pissed off once in a while, man. Which is rude, because good for her. I just more meant come on. Sometimes, you want to scream, and it's okay to scream. Because if you don't let out your anger sometimes, whether it's in a journal, punching a pillow, doing martial arts, exercising, going outside in the woods and screaming, I don't know, whatever it is, they're there for a reason. You've got those emotions because you need to use them. But like everything in life, in excess, don't scream and throw temper tantrums and be angry all the time. And just like you don't have to be happy every single moment of every single second. So, anyway, if you want to listen to my earlier podcasts, they have the intro and the outro on them, which my son made for me. Anyhow, what has been keeping me up? Ilhan Omar. I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name correctly. I don't care. Her and people that talk about how terrible America is while being from another country, living here. I'm like, really? Because you're not from this country. And the country that Trump called a shithole is a shithole. And if you didn't think it was a shithole, wouldn't you be living there? Unless you're genuinely trying to infiltrate America, unless you're part of a group of people, a part of an organization that wants to take over America. Otherwise, if you thought your country, if you thought Somalia was so fantastic and so great, you would probably be living there. And any other person that talks about how much America is horrible and terrible. And just like anybody that comes here and talks crap about America, and then if God forbid somebody says, hey, I'm sick and tired of it, don't talk about my country that way. Somehow we're some kind of ist or phobe, we're some kind of racist or Islamophobe, or, we're the bad guy because we're like, excuse me, don't come to our country and say death to America over and over again and go around saying how you're going to take over our country and give us a step-by-step and do what you've done to every other country and believe in the crimes and things that you do and then act like we're supposed to accept that. And if we don't accept terrorist groups, then somehow we are an ist. Somehow we have a phobia. I think those kind of people have a phobia of facts. I think those kind of people have a mental illness. You have a mental illness if you genuinely feel, and I've said this before, if you genuinely feel that someone is a racist or an Islamophobe, because we don't want people who have shouted death to America over and over again, and we see what they have done to other countries and their own countries, and we have seen what they do to their women and children, and we know, depending on what you believe for 9/11, that they may have contributed to that. So, excuse people for being like, no. And since they've been in this country, they've been doing nothing but causing chaos and terror and crimes. So excuse us for not wanting those kind of people. It doesn't make us the bad guy. Just like it doesn't make a female a bad guy because she doesn't want to be in a locker room where she's vulnerable and naked and exposed with a man. Come on. That's insanity. Where did we get to that place? And also, again, I want everyone to close their eyes. Do it. Close your eyes and visualize what would happen. Again, I said this in another podcast. Close your eyes and visualize what would happen to you if you showed the decapitated head of the leader of your country, like Russia, like China, like North Korea, like many, many, many other countries. Imagine, if you will, if we went around cheering and rejoicing in the attempted assassination of Kim Jong-un or Xi Jinping or Putin. Just imagine what would happen. Imagine if you even had the freedom to do that. You wouldn't have the freedom. In China, you watch whatever they decide you watch. You don't have outside sources. You're very limited. They censor everything. Many countries do that. So it's interesting. It's very, very, very interesting when people sit there and talk so much crap about America, literally talk about death to America, and people from other countries rejoice and cheer at the attempted assassination of our president. Yet, if America says anything about another country, we're the bad guys. We're politically incorrect. We're insensitive. We're assholes. We're terrible, horrible Nazis. Are you kidding me? Imagine if someone held up a decapitated head of Biden or Obama or any Democratic president, any Democrat politician. Imagine if we cheered and rejoiced and made a million videos on how sad we were because Obama didn't die from an assassin's bullet, or if Biden didn't die from an assassin's bullet, or AOC, or one of their beloved idiots. Imagine if we talked about anybody in their party the way that they talk about Republicans and Trump and his family. Imagine the things that were said about Barron. Imagine if those things were said about Malia and Sasha. Hunter was a full-on adult, a crackhead. And you weren't allowed to talk bad about him. We weren't allowed to say anything about him. He was out there admitting that he was a crackhead, but we weren't allowed to call him a crackhead. We had to feel sorry for him. He was at the time the son of a president, and he was rolling around in money and selling his paintings for $1 gajillion. And we're supposed to feel sorry for him? But we're not supposed to feel sorry for Barron and his family and his adult children who have been threatened. Back in 2016, Barron was something like 12 or whatever. I don't know how old he is right now, but he was young. And people were saying horrendous things about a child. If we did that, we would be in so much trouble. It would be absolutely insane. It's crazy. Hey, it's insane. It's insanity to me. I don't understand how the hypocrisy is just extreme to me. It's so extreme. I don't understand how Trump saying that a country is a shithole, that we all know is a shithole, the people that live there know it's a shithole. And why do we have to always be nice? It's okay for them to hate America. It's okay for people in other countries to say what a piece of crap we are. But we can't be like, right back at ya. Don't ask for our help anymore then. Stop fucking asking for handouts. That drives me crazy when countries do that shit. When you sit here and talk so much crap about us until you need our military strength because you're all a bunch of wussies. Until you need our backup because you're like the chihuahua that yaps and yaps and yaps and yaps. And then when you've picked on too big of a dog and that dog finally calls your bluff, you're like, oh, just kidding. Let me go get America. Or when you need relief from anything, when you need money, it's always America. America, please, can I have some more? You're like Oliver. But you still say how much you hate us while you're trying to live in our country. That's what cracks me up too. Everybody wants to be an American citizen while they're saying how much America sucks. Screw all of you. Stay in your own countries. We don't need you. We literally do not need you. We do not need you. We're full. Vacant. No vacancy. We're full. We're bursting at the seams, actually. So we don't need you, especially if you're not going to contribute, especially if you're going to try to bring us down. We're fucking badasses. America is the shit, just so you know. America is amazing, very proud, very privileged to be an American citizen. Most people want very badly to travel to America. A lot of people want to be an American citizen. And most countries need or ask for our help all the time. So seriously, kindly, go F yourself if you're going to talk smack about my country. You don't have to like America. That's your choice. Totally your prerogative. You can shout through the rooftops that you don't like America. That's great. All I'm saying is, if you don't like America, then don't come to America and try to use our resources. Don't come here and don't live here. Don't live here. Don't move here. Don't ask for our help and shit. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying you have to like America. There are many countries I'm not a fan of either. There are countries I think are shit. At least from the outside. I would love to go there. I'm not talking about people that live there. I'm talking about how the government runs their country. I have met people from many countries, and they were all perfectly lovely. Except France. Everybody I know that's been to France, they treat Americans like crap. I've known many, 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 many people that speak French fluently. Several people that have lived there, people that vacation there, and they are not nice, at least not in the cities. Out in the countryside, it seems they are much more hospitable. But, hey, again, maybe I just got people on cranky days. Maybe my friends, out of the times they lived there, just were always around assholes. I don't know. But, there are, again, you don't have to like our country. There are many countries I don't like. And I don't care if you go around telling people how much you hate America. All I'm saying is don't move here then. Don't come here as a tourist then. Don't sit there and beg for our help all the time then. Get your own damn country and work on it. Because chances are your country's probably not great. Every country has imperfections. Every single country. And I've been to many countries that I thought I wouldn't like, and I ended up liking it, and vice versa. So we don't know till we get there. And again, I'm not judging people. I'm judging how their countries are ruled. So, what's been on my mind? People that like to talk trash, but yet just like all the celebrities and all the people that and they cross their arms and they stomped their feet and they're like, if I don't get my way like I'm used to, then I'm moving. Really? You think other people are going to tolerate you? Where are you going to go? Because go to Canada, you're going to be paying a lot more in taxes and you're going to pay a lot more for a house. So where are you going to go? I love how people are like, I'm going to move to Canada. Okay, well, good luck with the taxes there. Good luck with trying to buy a home there or rent, because it is crazy town expensive. Beautiful country, not knocking the people. Great country, as far as beauty. Don't like how they're running it at all. But country's pretty. But so you're going to go to another country where you're going to pay a fortune. But I guess if you're a celebrity, it doesn't matter, right? So all I'm saying is, if you don't like a country, don't go there. Don't try to live there. Don't make it your dream to go there one day. We don't care. I'm here to tell you, I'm going to speak for probably the majority of America. We don't give a shit. We need tourism. Of course, we need tourism. But most of the time, those people that hate America don't have a lot of money and can't spend a lot of money. Or they probably aren't going to come here anyway. So, it's frustrating. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of being bullied constantly about my political beliefs and my beliefs, but I'm not allowed to say a word or bat an eyeball to anybody else because it's not fair and it's not nice. Again, all those people that are like, how dare Trump say that Somalia is a shithole? How dare all of these other countries say death to America and talk about how shitty our country is and how shitty of a president we have? How dare you? How dare South Africa try to kill white people and Christians? Shame on them. Let's talk about them. Let's talk about all these countries that have children be part of the militia and kidnap them from their families, like in Africa. Let's talk about starving people. Let's talk about sex trafficking. Let's talk about all the massive, massive corruption that went on during the Clinton, Biden, and Obama administration. No one bats an eye at that. Again, if a fraction of those things, if even 1/1000th of the things that Biden, Clinton, or Obama have done, if Trump did 1/1000th of those things, he would be strung up. Right now, people are making up shit, pretending like it's true, acting like it's true, treating him like it's true, providing no evidence, no facts. The media is currently condoning that, promoting spreading lies, promoting censorship. So they are actively trying to get our president assassinated. They are actively trying to get him impeached. They're playing a role in that. I've listed so many times in all of my podcasts, all of the terrible, terrible, horrific, evil things that the Democrat Party has been doing. And no one cares. Meanwhile, if Trump donated $1 billion to charities, they would go, well, he should. He's a billionaire. He should. And he's just doing that for a tax break. First of all, who cares if he was? Charities are still getting $1 billion. He's still helping. Doesn't mean he doesn't want to help. Doesn't mean he's not sincere. It's not his fault he gets a tax break. He didn't make that rule. He didn't make that law. And every single person that donates, like the Democrats, like Hillary Clinton and all of her quote, quote, charities, wink, 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 wink charities, because we all know she's a fucking corrupt fraud witch. I think she's pissed because she's so hideously ugly, and her husband made a equally hideously looking child. They're just all so miserable and hideous. They have to buy people off all the time to have any kind of relevance. To have any kind of relevance, they have to pay people. Otherwise, nobody would pay attention to them, except maybe to throw things at them and go, get back. What are you? Ooh, yeesh. Put that face away. Put that face away. No one wants to look at that. Why is the Democrat Party, why are the Clintons, the Obamas, not the most, they're a handsome, the women are handsome in the Democratic Party these days. The women are a handsome bunch. So it's funny that he could save kittens out of a burning building and a bunch of orphans. And if a cockroach is left, he'd be like, well, he didn't save a cockroach. Who cares if he gets a tax write-off? Everybody does. And that's not why people do stuff. I mean, it's why some people do stuff. Yes, of course, some people do things for the tax write-off. But so what? These charities that they're donating to still get the money. Unless, of course, you're the Clintons or the Obamas, wink, wink, where allegedly, supposedly, they have charities that allegedly, supposedly go to the things, and they're not money laundering, and they're not committing fraud, supposedly not committing fraud, and supposedly not a big money marketing thing. But anyway, he still is donating money, and he does donate money all the time. And if you look up what Obama has done for anybody, and if you've looked up all the good that Trump has done and how many lives Trump has touched, how many people he has helped, you guys can all just really honestly take my middle finger and put it right in your face. And then on Friends, when they do that thing for fuck off, where they have their hands to their side, just seriously, just go fuck your whole entire body. Just give it a good fucking. Because I'm sick of it. The hypocrisy is just gross, disgusting. And you want us to just constantly, no matter how much you censor us and fire us and try to assassinate us and threaten to assassinate us and laugh and promote the assassination and bullying and beating up and firing and censoring of us, you're like, oh my God, why are you guys so uptight? Why do you guys have such a buck up your ass right now? Oh my God. And then you get mad if we're calm and calm and calm and calm, and we take it and we take it and we take it, and we finally go, you know what? Knock it off. Shut the fuck up. And they're like, see, he's an asshole. He's a douchebag. Again, you're like that chihuahua that barks and barks and barks at the big dog. And when the big dog gives a million growls and a million warnings, and then the big dog finally bites, everyone gets pissed off at the big dog. They're like, oh my God, the little dog, the big dog's picking on the little dog. I'm here to tell you, working with dogs forever in many capacities, I'm here to tell you, 7 times out of 10, it's the little dog that starts it. Just like 7 times out of 10, it's the little sibling that starts it. So stop picking on Trump for every motherfucking thing he does. The man has had 8. Biden could not spell, literally couldn't spell the word 8. That's not me just saying that. He just actually could not spell it. Most of the Biden administration can't spell the word 8. And yet Trump has brought peace to 8 different countries. Well, between 8 different countries. So I don't understand why no one gives him credit. Gas is down. Eggs are down. Groceries are down. Tariffs. Everybody flipped out over tariffs. Guess what? All of the supposed, I know everything about stocks. And all these people were like, tariffs are bad. Nope, it didn't end up being bad at all. The economy is not bad. Inflation is down. Gas is down. Everything is down, including crime. including immigrants illegally crossing our borders. But nope. And again, he hasn't even been president for a year. Not even one fucking year. Biden, again, probably doesn't even know how to spell the word year. I'm not going to pick on him now because he has dementia. But before that, prior to his dementia days. So shut up. Stop picking on my country. Again, if you don't like something, then leave. Then fix the problem. Then get out of the situation. I'm tired of it. And sit there and bully and bully and bully and bully, and you're going to get your ass beat one day. These people that just keep talking smack and talking smack and talking smack, and then people are calm, and then when one person finally loses their temper, they're like, oh my God. No, you guys are a bunch of fucking psychopaths that have been walking around being psychopaths since the Democratic Party existed. Well, that's not true. That's just me being fired up. But the Democratic Party has severely changed since like around 2010. It's gotten where it's just out of control. It's out of control. And I'm tired. I'm tired of being picked on because I'm a nice person. And I try to find the good in everybody. I try to help everybody. I forgive people when I shouldn't even forgive. I go out of my way to help people, to look for the good, to make sure I like everybody. That I don't care what your background is. But everybody has a breaking point. Everybody has a breaking point. And what kind of person are you to sit there and be like, I'm not touching you, I'm not touching you, I'm not touching you? You're just grow the fuck up. Get a life. If you are so goddamn miserable, why are you bringing everybody else down? We don't need it. No one needs it. No one wants to hear it. Stop. You need so much attention. What happened in your life that you need so much attention? What happened in your life that you're starved for attention? Either you got too much attention, so you constantly need it, or you were neglected. But go see a counselor. Stop taking it out on everybody else. Ugh. I'm tired of it. I'm tired. I'm tired of these people coming to our country and trashing it and ruining it and trying to take over. And anybody that's against that is somehow the bad guy. How are we the bad guy because we love our country? How are we the bad guy because we're standing up for children? Because we're standing up for elderly? Because we're standing up for our veterans? How are we the bad guy because we pay taxes and we would like to see our hard-earned money go to us and other hard-working people? Again, I'm not against any kind of handout, any kind of help, any kind of assistance at all. If your goal is, if you've been working, if you've had a job, and now you're like, oh man, you lost a job or whatever, and now you just need some assistance, get on food stamps, get on unemployment, get assistance. I'm not against that. I've said that over and over again, but you don't need to live off it for your whole life. Eventually, you got to get a job or figure out a way to pay for stuff. Unless you're retired, of course. But how does that make me a bad guy because I can't afford insurance for myself? And if I, God forbid, get in a car accident or something, I have no insurance just so that you, who has no goals, no aspirations, isn't doing anything and you get everything. And then still complain and still hate it. Still hate America, still hate people, still hate the world, still hate everything while mooching off of those people that you hate. It's just shitty. I'm so tired of it. And if you live in a shithole country, you probably are well aware of it. I'm sure that it doesn't matter if Trump says Somalia or whatever country is a shithole country. I'm sure people are already well aware of that. Okay? I don't think that people are like, oh, I did not know that this whole entire time. I thought that Somalia was absolutely amazing. I thought that it was the most fruitful, amazing country in the world. No, nobody thought that. So shut up. Because he doesn't talk behind anybody's back and he is transparent, and he is, by the way, incredibly transparent. We didn't know Coley, Jean-Pierre, whatever the hell the press secretary of Biden's name was, Jean-Pierre Claude Van Damme. She never said anything. She was always like, bye, bye, bye. She just didn't talk. She said nothing. And we're still complaining that Trump isn't transparent. Are you kidding me? Again, put all of these things that you say about Trump and MAGA and Trump supporters back on Biden or Obama and see how you guys would feel. Tired of the double standards. Ugh. What's been keeping me up? Double standards and hypocrisy. Just like at one of my jobs I used to have. Oh, anyway, you know what I do love? The fact that you guys have been listening to my podcast. Thank you so much. I'm eternally grateful. I appreciate it very, very much. And I hope you shout it from the rooftops and tell everybody, let everybody know. I would appreciate it. Thank you so much. And until next time.